Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I had my laptop here.
No,
Thank you.
possibly have. Let's switch at
No,
this
I
table.
understand. I understand. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's beautiful out here, y'all. I got a show went live on my computer, but it's gorgeous out here, man. What is going on, man? Sitting outside, man. Skyscraper. Look how high up we are, man. Look at that city view, man. I found the cigar shop. You know how it is, man. You know, I knew sooner or later I was gonna find this place, man. We got a new hangout spot. So shout outs to everybody here, man. What's going on, TR baby? Shout outs to you, man. Welcome, man. Welcome everybody, man. Got me a nice Maduro. Goddamn Madura. And got me a nice, it's a little bad DJ over there, but we can't smoke on the other side of the skyscraper, yo. We done found the spot, man. We done got our super chat back. I just wanted to celebrate a little bit, man. I want you guys to, you know, you guys to be with me. It's a great spot to take the ladies, man. Shout outs to Black Wolf, man. I appreciate it, man. Look, he already noticed it. He said, got the super chat back, fam. I appreciate it, man. Most definitely. Mm. Thank you. Man, I hadn't had a cigar in 4 months, y'all. I hadn't had a cigar in 4 months. I could taste the chocolate. I could taste everything on this thing, man. It is good. What's going on, Pastor? Yeah, very nice view, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. Thank you, Black Wolf, for the $10 on the Cash App. I mean, not the Cash App. Well, shit, fuck it. Thank you for the super chat. Shit, I be forgetting I got the damn super chat back. Shit, but it is very, very beautiful up here, man. I mean, look at that apartment over there. You can see the bookshelves. You can see the chair. It's probably a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I'm not getting bitten up by mosquitoes. Do mosquitoes get this high? We'll find out. You dig? Shout outs to everybody here. Um, I do want to talk about some stuff, man. Hold on, y'all. He said I'm about to clock out in a bit. Usual Sif. Yo, man. We back. Super Torch. Yes, sir, Ski. Damn, you right back at work, Wolf. You just said a minute ago that you was off for a good minute. God damn. Shout outs to TR Baby for the dollar. You were just off the other day. God damn. I tell you, time goes by so fucking fast, y'all. You know, I can't even believe how fast time goes by. What's going on, Misha? How you doing, love? Look at that. Beautiful. Time go by so fast, y'all. Shout out to TR Baby for the extra dollar on the Cash App. I appreciate it. Not the Cash App, god damn it. Super chat. Shit. Yo, they gave me a super thanks button too. So I'm gonna be doing some pre-records. If you guys are feeling the pre-records, I guess somebody tested to see if it works, you know. Cynical one. What's going on? So yeah, man. I like the cigars here, but they're very expensive. This one is not that expensive though, but it is pretty expensive, like 660 baht. So you know, make sure you guys definitely catch the view, man. The view is so nice. I'm about to flip this camera. You know what I'm saying? You said I'm better now. It's my off time for a bit, doing a double later on, man. I want to help you guys out. I'm gonna try and put out a bunch of content, and also do it myself. So I'm not just telling you guys to do it. I don't want to. I don't. I'm not. I wouldn't want people to do. I wouldn't send you guys to do something I myself wouldn't do. So I'm gonna try to figure out ways to show you guys how to make money online. So that way, you guys don't have to work doubles. You guys don't have to kill yourself. I mean, you still have to work. That's the crazy part. But yeah, relaxing. You know, yeah, it's really nice here. What's going on, Mace? Yes, enjoying the view. Yes,
Sorry.
no problem.
No problem. For this turn.
It's okay. It's okay.
For the 677
Cup.
baht.
Cup. How much was it for like a small thing of I'll say scotch or something? How much for like a little thing of scotch or whiskey or something?
Whiskey?
Yeah, scotch or whiskey to go with this stuff.
We have the singleton.
Okay, is it good?
Yes.
Okay.
Singleton till it's very nice. Around 250 baht.
Cup. Can I have one, please?
Neat or on ice?
Ice. Ice. So yeah. Yes. I should have never found this place, y'all. I'm about to be relaxing. Oh my God, my boy X always coming through. Thank you, man. Thank you, X. X, I found it. I found the cigars. Shout outs to my boy X from the Prophet of Thought series. I done found them, man. I done found them. We about to be back rolling. We about to come through on the daytime. It's really nice out here, man. I'm scared of heights, but this isn't that bad. Look at that basketball court down there and all kinds of stuff. It's in the middle of the city. You got the Hilton Hotel. We got some house music playing. It's beautiful here, man. DJ's cute too. I just can't go on that other side. What's going on, Tony? I just can't go on the other side because it's I don't want to get copyrighted, and then there's no smoking on the other side.
I told you for the wrong height. It's a singleton. It's a 300. That's fine for you.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. I will bring for you later. I serve you first.
Oh, do you want to bring? Can you bring so I can have a cigar?
Singleton. Yes, I come to serve you right now. Yes. After that, I will check you.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see what else you have.
Sorry.
What else do you have? What's close to it?
You can choose.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'll take it for 300. Yeah.
All right. Need on ice.
If you could bring one, yeah. So yeah, it's really nice out here, man. And they got my favorite one, the Undercrown Maduro. Really nice. Now the ones in America I smoke is a lot bigger, but you don't want to jump back in where you left off. You kind of want to pick up something nice and just enjoy it. You said I'm rich, Bush. I'm rich, bitch. I'm a real big timer. I'm really not, man. I'm just enjoying myself before I got to get back to work. It was back to work for me also. You know, but just a beautiful day. It was gorgeous. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain today, but let me not speak too soon because it'll rain like a motherfucker. You know, get the blue Tatiana. Oh, that sounds good. Get that. You know what tastes good? The blue sapphire. Blue sapphire, but that's gin. And niggas about to be stumbling up out of here. But anyway, cigars are good. Cigars is yoga. Shout outs to Antisocial Socialite Podcast. How you doing, love? Cigars are really good, y'all. Thank you, love. I hope you guys are having a wonderful. Is it Saturday where you guys are? Or is it Sunday already? Is it Sunday morning where you guys are? This is the bad part about not knowing what the hell time it is. It should be 7:44 or 8:44 a.m. where you guys are. Happy Sunday. Are you anybody going to church? Anybody at church? Sunday afternoon. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I forgot. You are overseas. In America, it's Sunday morning. Yes. Yes, Sunday afternoon. Yes. Oh man, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Southeast Asia is beautiful. You know, I'm gonna try to put out something for this fall, going into winter. What's going on, Brian? Will going into winter where we all can learn how to make money online, and hopefully it will help some of you guys to be able to like travel or at least move. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, just explore, man. I myself is linking up with some expats very soon, and I'm just gonna check out what the job market. Damn, that's fucked up. Wow. Kanye West said he was gonna go see the Weekend tonight, and was telling people to pull up on him if they were gonna try to do something to him. And TMZ just reported that the Weekend loses his voice mid concert. That nigga probably doing what I'm doing right now, smoking. That's why. I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta be able to like being a singer or an artist. You gotta be able to get on stage every single night and howl and yell and shit like that. You know, that nigga probably lost that shit singing "Call Out My Name," nigga. Like sing "Call Out My Name." I don't really want to. My voice. Then he get to singing "Call Out My Name" and then man, when you talk or speak for a living or something like that, or your voice is your main instrument, man, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta. A couple of the singers that I've dated, I saw like a couple of the voice exercises they had to do. They got specific teas and stuff for singers and stuff to be easy on your throat. No homo. I wonder. I wonder. I want to show you guys the rest of this lounge. This lounge is very beautiful, and it's in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's cold. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
For 1,130 baht.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Come time. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. What's funny? This reminds me of all of this reminds me of shout outs to Wolf. He said I'm gonna travel and hitting cigar lounge. Good vibes. Yeah, it really is. Cigars are yoga, man. I think every man. I wouldn't say every man should pick up smoking. That's not my intentions, right? But I think every man at some point in his life, even women, I think women will get a lot of benefits from it also. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to pick up a cigar, be able to enjoy the scenery or wherever you are, sit down and relax. That's usually what I would do back home. X knows, man. That's usually what I would do back home because cigars are yoga. You could take an hour and a half, take your time smoking it. It could take as long as you want it to, or as fast as you want it to just sit down, enjoy a nice mellow smoke. People are like, oh, it's gonna hurt your lungs. Cigar smoke does not touch your lungs. If you're smoking a cigar and it touches your lungs, you're doing it wrong. Okay? What you want to do is you want to take a pull. You want to hold it in your mouth. You want to swirl your tongue around, and you want to be able to taste the cigar. You know what I'm saying? And I did like a. I actually got a whole bunch of videos on another channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I actually did a bunch of videos on another channel about cigars and stuff because I used to smoke like this Jamaican cigar. This is like a Jamaican cigar. I don't think it was from Jamaica. Some of the best cigars come from Nicaragua, by the way. Don't fall into the Cuban cigar trap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cigars are therapeutic, man. But yeah, like this cigar is pretty cool. You know, this cigar is pretty fun. But there's another version of this cigar that's really good. So a lot of cigars, they start off like real peppery. And I know pepper doesn't sound like a great flavor or anything like that, but it's kind of like smoky, starts off real peppery. And then in the middle, it just tastes like cream, like just like a nice vanilla coated cream. Then it goes back peppery. And then you got the other flavored cigars, you know, that have different tastes. Like some is wood chip, some is, but what it really is that you can smoke them by themselves, but it's always good to pair them with something. Oddly enough, cigars and coffee is real good, but it depends on the type of coffee that you get. So you might want a more lighter cigar, like a more they call them Connecticut's, where you have like the more, lighter leaf cigar. And a lot of people they smoke those in the morning. They smoke those in the morning with their coffee, and they just hang out and they look over the balcony and just in their head kind of plan the day, how the day will go, and things of that sort, man. I think that's what a lot of people need, man. We need to get back to meditating and get back to, relaxing and enjoying ourselves, man. There's too much things in life that will stress you out. Sometimes you just got to sit down, light a cigar, brainstorm, or just fuck around and say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's why people smoke weed. So, crazy thing about weed, though, is that you're going to get the munchies. You know what I'm saying? So when you get the munchies, you know what I'm saying? You're going to raid your fridge or do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I think it would be cool. I'm not even going to say it's a diet. Get you some cigars and get you some chia seeds so you're not eating too much. But honestly, yeah, I think cigars are pretty cool. You can pair them with other things like chocolate. Compare them with a whole bunch of different things, man. So I mean, not saying that it's a good habit to pick up, but it's definitely a pretty cool habit. It got its own benefits to it, and I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I don't give a damn what people say. Have you noticed people that smoke cigars live long? Nigga, Castro. I'm not trying to use Castro as a goddamn example, but damn. Your boy Fidel Castrata, your boy Fidel Castro, other than all them goddamn death attempts on his life, he done lived a great life, relaxing and smoking his cigar. Now, oddly enough, this cigar tastes really good with this Asian whiskey. I don't even know if this is whiskey or scotch, but if you like scotch or whiskey, get you a nice cigar, sit down, just kind of relax. I kind of like where I was on my cigar journey before I left the United States because I was running into more black women that smoked cigars, and Ethiopian women that smoke cigars. It's kind of rare that you see a woman smoking a cigar. I'm not even gonna lie, I think that's hot. There's actually a woman on YouTube that smokes cigars, and her palate is actually really good. Like she literally will smoke the cigar and talk about the flavors and stuff like that. I kind of have a YouTube channel that does that, but it's a long time ago. I'm gonna just put up a whole bunch of videos. That's really what I was thinking about doing when I got back home tonight. Put up a whole bunch of videos. But we're gonna do a show tonight. Shout outs to Golden Child, man. Thank you guys for blessing the super chat. Yes, we are back monetized. Yes, Sirski. Thank you, Golden Child. Golden Child been here from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And definitely I'm gonna be more responsible with my channel, and we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff. This channel is gonna be a radio show slash travel slash real talk type channel. That's the direction that I'm gonna go into. Um, I want you guys just in your lives to also kind of be on the same wavelength, because some of the conversations that I want to have with you guys, I want us to be able to talk about certain things that's probably not even really talked about on other YouTube channels. Going into, God damn it, is it gonna rain? Hopefully it don't rain. Going into September and going into the winter, that's actually where I feel like I'm very, very more productive, like going into the wintertime. But it's gonna be so weird this year because I'm in fucking Thailand and it gets hot out here. But mindset wise, I think I'm gonna be in winter mode. Winter mode is the best time, y'all, to get stuff. Yeah, it's gonna rain out this motherfucker. Goddamn. Well, we'll see. Wintertime is the best time. Kind of think of it like hibernation. Wintertime is the best time to learn how to grow a business, start a new business, and start doing new things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at this view, Golden Child. Ain't that beautiful? Actually, let me turn this camera so y'all don't have to see my ugly ass smoking this goddamn cigar. You know what I'm saying? Before it gets to raining and stuff like that. Sometimes it's pretty cool being up here in the sky. God damn, these raindrops big as shit. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes it's cool to be up here in the sky, but I would think that if it's cloudy and stuff like that, it's probably not that fun to be up here. But it's just so beautiful, man. I'm gonna try to come here during the daytime also, so you guys can see more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very amazing view. Shout outs to my boy Jay. I met him in the passport group, and I think he stayed at this hotel before, and he was like, "Yo, I know where the cigars at." I said, "Oh, true. I've been looking for the cigars since I touched down." And we were supposed to do a podcast, but he had to catch a quick flight back. But he coming back in like December. Him, his daughter, and I think his mother. So that's pretty cool. Real cool brother, man. Okay. From Canada. But yeah, man, I want you guys to also be on the same wavelength, and I want to get on the same wavelength with you guys also, where you guys can actually, be able to, get yourself in a mood where you can sit down and just enjoy yourself and think about future plans. Put future plans together and you know, watch them, grow. Watch them come into fruition, man. I think that's the. God damn. Oh, it's raining. It's raining out here. Hold on. Let me see what this damn weather thing is saying. Hold on, y'all. This is fucked up. I can't even sit down and talk to my face. God damn it. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah. It just came out of nowhere. All right, thank you. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna try to Yes, yes. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this would be the perfect place to listen to some damn Sinatra and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ah, damn. So we back. Like I said, I haven't smoked in like 4 months. I'm so glad, and I got my favorite Undercrown. They got a really good one called the Sun Grown, which is pretty good. But those are good in the morning time. And it has like instead of regular like black pepper, it's more so of red pepper, green pepper. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Naked? You said glad you finally got to the point of what I've been trying to say. Stay away from all that drama shit. What are you talking about, man? I wasn't into no drama. I've been this is my content. Like I've been doing the same content for years. But yeah, y'all. Um, getting back to what I was saying. Hopefully, you guys also. I'm gonna be getting into some new stuff also, so I want you guys to come along with me. Um, new business endeavors, man. New business endeavors, man. The good thing about cigars, obviously, bad because you're smoking. But the good thing about it is that you can take time out of your day. At least people should take like an hour out of their day, sit down, enjoy themselves, relax. What's going on, Mace? Enjoy themselves, relax, and get to sit down and think. You know, 'cause a lot of people don't meditate. I used to meditate a lot. Like, it's not a bad thing, but I just haven't done it in a while. Meditating for half an hour is actually really easy. You guys want to learn a little bit about meditation and the different types of meditation, you can look up my boy Sad Guru. He teaches you about like different types of meditation. And one of the best meditations that you can do is like for half an hour to an hour per day. Seems like a long time, but honestly, it's not a long time. You got to be in this mode called stillness. You know what I'm saying? There's chants that you can do also to get you into this mode called stillness, which is everything in your mind just comes to a complete halt. And then he talks about how, goddamn, look, it's tropical rain, y'all. It was about to splash on me if I was out there any longer. I got my laptop with me. But no, actually, let me, what's going on, fasting? Actually, God damn it, let me pull my laptop out. I probably might do that. Yeah, yeah, out here chilling. Um, hold on, y'all. How long has this been going on? You've been running around. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. Hold on. One second. My battery dying. God damn. Wow. Like 2 more minutes, we would have been. 2 more minutes, I would have been SOL, y'all. Okay, this ain't even. This is no better. But anyway, like I said, man, best thing to do is, you know, God damn. I'm sorry. Rain looks a lot different when you look at this. Shit. Oh, maybe because the screen is dim. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, the screen is dim. Okay. But yeah, what's going on, Fasting? Make sure before y'all, make sure before y'all move anywhere, get your ass a laptop. Get you a laptop because you're gonna become a nomad real quickly. You know. Well, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this on a later show, but might as well just do it here before my battery dies. I want to share an article with y'all. Might as well talk about it since we're here, right? All right, let's see if we can share this article real quick. I want to show y'all something. Let's see. Let's check this article out together. Thank you, Fasting. Yeah, man, I hope you are enjoying your vacation, man. Make some content. Use that drone, man. Man, y'all should see Fasting in that drone, man. Fasting was like a little kid in a candy store with that goddamn drone. All right. So here's something that's not really done too much in the manosphere, all too much. Breaking down some articles. This article right here has been circulating around. It says the brutal truth about women and cheating. Uh oh. Let's check it out. Forget everything you thought you knew about marriage and infidelity. It says science is finding that women struggle more than men when it comes to staying faithful in relationships. Even when your marriage is good, you still miss that rush of feeling so excited that you can't eat or sleep when you're having such an intense time emotionally and sexually with a new person. That's what I kept going after and what I couldn't say no to. Oh wow. So let me ask a question to the ladies if you guys are here. Not saying that you're cheating. You don't gotta tell on yourself now. But and don't say because I hate when women say it's like being like men. No, it's like being like yourselves. Maybe you may have got the idea from men, but I'm pretty sure women have their own version of it. Is is there any type of attachment or and fellas, you can chime in too if you think so with this question. Is there any type of attachment or any type of exhilarating feeling for having someone new? Like what I mean by that is that okay, do you think that women can leave their emotions out of cheating and still enjoy a new sexual partner from time to time? That is the question. Because guys will say, okay, I love my wife, I love whoever I'm with, I just needed something new sexually. And to tell you the truth, all kinds of people cheat. There is a reason. Everybody's reason is not the same. Everybody's reason is not the same, but people do it, right? Do you think women can exhibit the same type of, I guess, emotion like men while having a new sexual partner, but going back home to their husbands, which is some cuckoldery shit? What's going on? What's going on, young Jay? Welcome, welcome. Fasting is love in the Congo. He might not never come back. So it says that's how Anika, 45, that's a pivotal age for women in their 40s because they get another, you know, they're going, I mean, their body's going through a whole bunch of changes and they get another sexual prime in their 40s. So that might play a role. Anika, 45, from Melbourne, describes her experiences with cheating, and she's far from alone. According to a growing body of research, many women in long term relationships are sexually adventurous and have secret lovers. The view is that it's mostly men that cheat because of their partners lose interest in sex. Outdated. Science says that it's actually women who struggle with most with monogamy because they get bored in the bedroom. Women crave sexual variety, and while some stifle their desire, with others will be unfaithful. So this is interesting. I will say this: women are better cheaters than men. If you catch your girl cheating, she wanted either she a sloppy bitch or she wanted to get caught. You know what I'm saying? Women are way better. You know what I'm saying? We fellas will cheat with somebody like on the other side of the goddamn city. She cheating with the dude that's down the hall or something like that, or you done played Xbox or something with, you know, somebody that your lady done cheated on you with, you know, or something like that. Like women have this methodical way of getting away with murder. Anthropologist from anthropologist and author of Untrue Wednesday, Martin refers to this new research as the Great Correction. Martin interviewed dozens of sociologists, sex researchers, and anthropologists for her book on female infidelity, and says the sad, sorry picture painted of the female libido is grossly wrong. It's alive and kicking and eager to be satisfied. I wonder if this is. I wouldn't say this is a modern woman's thing, but I wonder if it is. You know, new research correcting false notions that women have lesser libidos, that women are more naturally monogamous, and that it's easier for women to partner for life. Explains Martin. Women don't like sex less than men, but they do get bored of sexual sameness, routines, and that usually happens in marriages. While males may have higher sexual levels of spontaneous desire, women take lead for responsive or triggered desire. Spontaneous desire is when you suddenly think that it will be nice to have sex. It comes over you like hunger or thirst, says Martin. Responsive or triggered desires occur when something suggests the idea of sex to you. You are watching or reading something, or a partner initiates a sexual encounter, and you get turned on. For that type of desire, women's libidos are every bit as strong as men's. Why they always got to compare it to us? We've internalized this idea that of a man and the randier sex that's untrue. Men are the randier sex, and that's untrue. Have you cheated on your partner? Hell no, black men don't cheat. Reasons women cheat. Martin says the myth that women cheat for emotional reasons while men cheat for sexual reasons is also being overturned. She cites research by Missouri State University on the group of women who use the Ashley Madison website specifically to cheat. Let me kind of put a pin in it right there. Ashley Madison It's like a more upscale website that I told y'all that we're going to talk about on Trick School. Ashley Madison is a more upscale website for that. You know, you have to kind of really take some of these studies now, y'all, with a grain of salt. Because now that sex work is becoming more of a thing, women that claim to be average women, but they're bona fide hoes, the lines get blurry. And you would think that, and this is me kind of helping the good women out and the monogamous women, you would think that, you would think that, uh, you know, um, you would think that good girls wouldn't be in any of this, but if that's their lane of work or that's how they get paid and stuff like that, and they still have partners, which hoes have partners, working women have partners and stuff like that, then that would be labeled as cheating, but that's her job. Or if her man that she got with found her on that website, even if he gotten her into a relationship, nothing's gonna stop her from going back to that website and catching another man. That's just an avenue to get men. So some of this stuff, when it comes to real world perception of things, you got to take that with a grain of salt. You know. Furthermore, also, what's going on, Lando? Furthermore, also, these articles, they're good to read, but they're good to kind of keep on the brain because they're more easily digestible than podcasts and stuff like that. But then again, with a podcast and somebody talking to you about some of these things, you'll get the more real, you'll get the more realness of what's being talked about instead of reading it. Reading it is kind of more, I wouldn't even want to say old fashioned, but more so, nah, you know what I'm saying? Compared to real life. Like I told y'all, back in the day in the manosphere, people usually write these articles and then a video would be attached at the end of it and they would suggest the video after you read the article. But now it's like video first. We'll read the article whenever we want to read the article, but usually what's being spoke about in the article um, is in the video. So people don't read the article, they rather listen to the video. Crazy thing about that, if you're going to be that type of a blogger and vlogger, you kind of want to pattern your video alluding back to the article so people can digest both. But times have changed. All right, let's get back into it. Research. All right, let's see. The reasons why women cheat. Martin says the myth that women cheat for emotional reasons while men cheat for sexual reasons is also being overturned. She cites research by Missouri State University on a group of women that used the Ashley Madison website, obviously specifically to cheat. This research explodes several of our most dearly held notions about female infidelity. That women only cheat when they are unhappy in their marriages. Unlike men, they seek emotional connection, not sexual gratification. And that women just stumble into affairs, says Martin. The women studied went on the site, created a profile, vetted candidates, and met them in person and auditioned them. This was and obviously it's an intentional process. If she, if she obviously it's an intentional process. If she sat up there like this is intentional. Like Shorty made a whole website, made a whole profile, and start vetting dudes. So they're staunch cheaters. That's even worse. That's even worse. But we living in a new age, y'all. You said they wanted to find partners for sex. They reported being sexless or orgasmless marriages, and they simply wanted what they couldn't get at home. But most were otherwise happily partnered and married, and these affairs were a way for them to remain in their primary relationships. So there goes the myth that women who cheat are unhappily married. Another critical piece of research from Dr. Marta Mina at the University of Nevada found that institutionalization in long term partnership dampens women's sexual desire more than men's. Men who have regular sex with their partners were more satisfied sexually and with their relationship. But it's not the same for the women, she says. Now that she says it says now sex researchers are entertaining the possibility that women simply need variety and novelty of sexual experience more than men do. Martin says. What do you guys think about this? Does this kill the pair bonding conversation? Who knows? It's the notion. Women like Gabriella, 28, from Sydney, have been aware for some time. I've had a lot of affairs since my first long term relationship when I was at university. Gabriella says, I love sex and I get bored easily. But men take an affair as an affront to their masculinity. Oh, now all of a sudden because women are cheating, it's not masculine to feel some type of way about it. When is the last time you heard a man cheating and he says, "Yo, you're not feminine enough. That's why I didn't do it." Can't make this shit up, people. Okay, so so you said she said they take it as an affront to their masculinity. They think they should be enough for me, and when I try to discuss ways of keeping the interest alive, they treat me as if I'm not normal. What should be normal? A woman who lies back and puts up with boring sex just for the sake of it. Hey, that's what you chose. That's the story women have been sold, and it's just wrong. Wow. Further exploding the myth that women are made for monogamy is the work of a biopsychologist, Meredith Shivers, at the Queen's University of Canada. Shivers and her team invited men, my bad, y'all, invited men and women to watch porn while they had monitors on their bodies to measure their physical response and blood flow, which showed their sexual arousal. Straight men were more turned on by the images of heterosexual sex and women having sex with women, but heterosexual women had a more varied arousal menu. Women's bodies responded to men having sex with men. All right, here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. Women having sex with women, men and women having sex images of an erection. We traditionally think that men get turned on by everything, and the truth is that a woman's body responds to more sexual stimuli, says Martin. This is weird. Okay. It says looking for lust and libido. So does the unleashed female libido. So does the unleashed female libido always lead to infidelity? It doesn't have to, says Martin. Not if women can talk frankly to their partner about their desire for sexual variety and adventure. She says this can avoid the inevitable boredom that besets many long-term relationships. Women start providing women start providing service sex. He wants it. I really don't, but I will get over. But I will get over it with. But I'll get it over with. Then women get into the cycle of thinking, I guess I really don't like sex. It's actually that they're not like. It's not that they're actually not liking sex with the partner that they've been with for many years. She explains. She said a simple thing couples can do is start a new exciting activity together such as learning how to kayak or dance together. Couples get a rush of neurochemicals
and hormones similar to when they experience puppy love. So you can get that feeling of excitement without going outside of your relationship, she explains. Imagine how much better relationships would be if couples understood that when a woman starts to feel sexually bored, this didn't have to mean the end. Think of the marriages and relationships that could be improved if women discuss their desire for sexual adventure and work with their partner to find solutions that bring them closer together. Names have been changed for privacy reasons. 54% of Aussie women believe cheating shouldn't always be the signal to the end of a relationship, source in Relationships in Australia survey. 2 out of 3 Australians feel that the person is affected by infidelity and is the partner of an unfaithful person. Source Relationship Australia survey. Well, this is what I think about this. I think that relationships are changing now, y'all. Certain things that were taboo, such as cheating, is not taboo no more now that women are now, oh well, we're exploring it. New sexual experiences and stuff like that, whereas men got called dogs. We got called all kinds of different stuff. One thing I did commend her for saying is that you should work with your partner and talk about certain things, but she only mentioned when the woman was unsatisfied, not when the man was unsatisfied. Of course, men, we don't get that type of leeway when it comes to cheating and stuff like that. Um, it's weird, you know what I'm saying? And then again, it's not weird. It's like, okay, it's obvious, you know. But it's only when they're unsatisfied. One thing that was interesting is that they mentioned that women get this idea that, okay, since it's routine and stuff like that, and they've been messing with a certain partner for a long time, she starts to question herself, like if she doesn't like sex anymore, or if she's not interested in it anymore, or it doesn't hold the same value as it did in the beginning of the relationship. Okay. um do y'all think that a woman that's going through those, what's going on, Toya? Do y'all think that a woman is that going through those emotions, do y'all think that that is a woman becoming a femcel in her relationship? Thank you, Toya. Toya said I hit the like button. Did you? How you doing? So this is an interesting article. um I kind of see a lot of I kind of see a lot of yeah. I kind of see a lot of contradictory flips that women are pulling on men in this article that that men really can't pull. But it is an interesting conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I do wonder if certain women become femcells in their relationships. So oddly enough, here in the manosphere, we hear the term incel. But to tell you the truth, we live in a day and age where you sex is readily available if you have money, or if you put in the work to go out there and go date, or whatever you're trying to do. So you're kind of really not involuntary celibate. You understand what I'm saying? Now you might not be able to get it on the terms that you would like to get it. That's one thing. It can make you an incel in that arena, but in another arena, that's not saying that you can't get sex or the type of sex that you want. There's other methods to get sex. But I wonder, a wife that kind of have these emotions and stuff like that, or she's dealing with a husband that falls into a routine, because fellas, we do have a routine that we like to do, and sometimes it gets boring. Oftentimes too, when somebody cheats, or what's not explored is that, to a certain degree, ladies, we hold our wife to a higher regard. I mean, of course, you hitting it from the back. She like, oh, did you take out the chicken? Did you get to defrost the chicken wings? Because I want to make chicken wings after we're done and stuff like that. She'll say some shit that'll throw you off, like some off bar shit. You know what I'm saying? But um, ladies, a lot of times your husband holds you to a higher regard. Like there's a new type of sex that he will have with somebody that he doesn't know, that he doesn't want to have with you because you're kind of, I wouldn't say familiar territory, but he just, sometimes they hold you to a higher regard. You're his wife. You got to deal with you. So I wonder if it's the same thing for women. And I wonder more so, is this for modern women? Because we got to start looking at things as not being taboo anymore. What did women of the past that had these emotions feel? You know what I'm saying? Of course, people want to say it wasn't explored, but I think that's a lie. Second of all, I wouldn't say they coped with it or dealt with it in a different type of manner. But what we're looking at right now in relationships is that things that are taboo right now, they're taboo when men say it, but when women say it, now it's getting resold and redistributed as something new. Oh, women just feel something like, we got to reintroduce what these things are. How about we start going back over things that we call taboo now, like public display of affection, courtship. You still have to court your wife. How about what else? You got courtship. What else you got? You got hold on, y'all. You got public display of affection. You got courtship. How about foreplay? You know what I'm saying? Foreplay is lost also. Niggas don't warm the oven up anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can literally, women can literally have an orgasm with foreplay. Most definitely, with just touch. You don't even have to. You don't even have to physically do something. But then again, in the West and in other countries and stuff like that, we work more off of yeah. How about foreplay? Exactly. We work more off of a level of convenience, You know what I'm saying? Has convenience ruined has convenience ruined sex? Has convenience ruined relationships? Is that a you know what I'm saying? Is that a conversation that's been explored? Shout outs to Black Wolf with the $5 on it. He said resold, retold, bought from a. Oh man, yo, get out of there, Wolf, because that's exactly what's going on. How comes when the man is going through this, there's no use your imagination, do this, do that, and granted, I'm not even gonna lie, there are books for women to do that, but it's more in a way that like because men, to a certain degree, we can tell when a woman's being selfish. Like, is it for the woman's gain or is it for his gain to get him more into it? So sometimes we got to rediscover reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have the type of person that just won't take. You got to have the type of person that if you give them something, they'll give back, and not have a selfish disposition when you do it, because it's like a reward system. But then again, you don't want it to make it seem like a reward system. You know what I'm saying? If you dig what I'm saying, you don't want to make it seem like it's a reward system, because then people would just start doing stuff for the sake of getting something back. They know, oh well, if I do this for him, I'm gonna get something back. There's still a level of selfishness in there. So there's a thin line between having a healthy sex life and having an enjoyable relationship with your spouse without it getting boring, without all of this other extra stuff. So that right there, I don't know, you know, because let me tell you something. As a man, if you were to cheat and you were to go to therapy, You're gonna be sitting there looking. You're gonna be sitting there by the therapist and her, getting told how much stuff you did wrong, not really of okay. As a woman, where did you lose your man's sexual interest, or did he rush into a marriage or a relationship with you without getting all of that stuff out of his system? Because guys go through. I think Tariq Nasheed called it exactly what it was: a delayed player phase. Not all dudes cheat. Not all dudes cheat when they have options. As a matter of fact, a guy that got a lot of that shit out of his system, if he has options, he most likely ain't gonna cheat. You understand what I'm saying? But if a guy didn't get that out of his system, he will cheat. Because sometimes something that's not being talked about, and Patrice O'Neal talks about this, is you give up your boat. Women don't give up their boat. Just because she's with you doesn't mean that she stops looking pretty. Doesn't mean that other guys are gonna, not reach out to her. Hold on. As a matter of fact, you send your woman to work glowing, it's gonna attract more dudes. You understand what I'm saying? She's sending you to work with hickeys and stuff all over your neck. That's gonna attract more women. So it's kind of like building somebody up versus upgrading somebody. Do you rebuild somebody from the bottom, or do you upgrade somebody? And when that person's rebuilt or upgrade, or in a marriage, because this is the thing, when you're in a relationship, have you ever noticed when you're single as hell, don't nobody want you? The minute you get into a relationship, all of a sudden, everybody's all over you for whatever reason. Do you want to know why that is? It's because when you have a spouse or somebody that you're routinely seeing, you get their pheromones on you, and subconsciously people will start to gravitate towards you. And if you were never getting no type of play like that, and you got steady sex, and you got a wife, and you got all this stuff going on and stuff like that, temptation kicks in. People that didn't notice you before, now all of a sudden they start noticing you. You understand what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden you're getting all of this extra attention. You got to know what to do with it. You got to know how to not mess up what you got going on. So some people, they don't know how to handle that extra attention, and they cave in. And to tell you the truth, this is the same thing for women, but this is also a huge issue for men. Women want what other women have. So if you're a man in a relationship, to a certain degree, you seem desirable, especially to other women. So a lot of women that wasn't on your radar at first, they're on your radar right now. Can you handle that? Can you handle that pressure? You know, and not mess up what you have with your lady, and vice versa. I've noticed too. Women usually flirt with me the most. This actually kind of made me a little bit paranoid in a relationship, because I wondered if I got into a relationship, will I be seeing rose colored, like will I have like a rose colored veil over my eyes that I don't see it? I've seen women flirt with men a lot while they're in a relationship. And if this relationship has you feeling good, sometimes you're going to end up flirting with people that you normally wouldn't flirt with, because you're riding on cloud nine. You're feeling good. You're glowing. You're getting sent to work like a glow stick. And people are like, oh, you glowing and stuff. And you might not be pregnant or nothing like that. No weird shit. But you're in a great relationship. That affects your mood. And your mood also affects people getting, becoming more attracted to you. So this article, I kind of find it, pretty, weird, because now cheating is getting reintroduced as something else. And then it also brings up a point that should people go on ahead and just be polygamous? Should we start practicing polygamy? Because low key, we're practicing polygamy, you know. But then again, like I said, when you read these articles, you have to take them with a grain of salt. You know, this is from Australia. You know, what's going on in Australia? You understand what I'm saying? Culture wise, you understand? And then also, what are they pushing in Australia, culture wise? So sometimes you got to see the benefits of being in America, because sometimes, like I said, in a first world country, you get to see things for what it really is, and then you'll see why people are attaching these different labels onto certain things. And maybe you might enjoy the marriage that you have a little bit more. It's like, damn, I'm glad my marriage ain't like that, or so you think. Because, like I said, if a woman, women cheat way more smarter than men. You understand what I'm saying? If she wanted to get caught, she damn near wanted you to know, or something like that. Or you just got a sloppy bitch. And that happens also. Social media will get your ass caught the fuck up. Caught the fuck up. Or maybe this is a modern woman problem. Maybe this is a modern woman problem. And maybe they're going to try to frame it as get back. Oh, men do it all the time. So why can't a woman do it? You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, also, the idea of being in a relationship, especially being married, is that you guys pair bonded with each other. So why is there the need to do all of this stuff again? Who knows? What type of marriage do you have? Then you got swingers clubs. So some people, they hang out in areas like this. Some people are cool with it. You got certain women that go to Jamaica, and they got like the ace of spades tattoo on them and stuff like that in certain little areas, like the back of the neck. Come on, ladies, I'm telling all your secrets. On their leg, you know what I'm saying? The back of their shoulder and stuff like that. They got these tattoos in these little spots where it says that, oh, okay, I'm open for this, or this is the type of person that I am. So, and truth be told, it'd be Australian women too. It'd be women from the UK. It'd be women from all of these different English speaking places and stuff like that. They go to Jamaica too. Don't think that it's just sisters that go to Jamaica. White women take their ass to Jamaica too. You know, everything Irie. So I don't know, man. But it was a cool article, and it was an article that the dating coaches shared. I think Mr. Locario, he shared this article, and it's kind of funny because he's in an open relationship, and people get on him for that. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk to brothers in this space, they're like, oh, well, Locario got this, Locario got that, he got this type of relationship, and blah, 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 and his wife, and all this other weird shit. It's like, listen, be that as that may be true, that he's in an open relationship, that doesn't mean that he's a model, or that's a model for the type of relationship that he's trying to get you. You know, you can get whatever type of relationship that you want. But then again, he does open himself up to criticism for people that thinks like, yo, I would, what's the whole point of getting with a woman if she's gonna be your wife and she for the streets and stuff like that. So, like I said, I mean, it all depends on what you want. A lot of people don't know what they want out of relationships. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and this goes back into the Austin Holloman piece. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Link? Shout outs to you. Yeah, player mode in effect. A lot of people goes back to the Austin Holloman piece. All right, my bad, y'all. A lot of people this goes back to the Austin Holloman piece, where I said that as a young brother at that age, you kind of want a long term relationships, or not even just a long-term relationships, meaningful relationships in your early 20s and stuff like that, because you're tired of test trials, you're tired of test runs and stuff, all these different faces that you're looking at and stuff like that. Especially if you have an active dating life, you at least want to stop buying the steak, and you want the sizzle. You want to be able to know that you can be in a long-term relationship should in case you want to. And that's something that's not talked amongst men, especially nowadays, because everybody's quote unquote pumping and dumping, which is another skill in and of itself. takes more effort. It takes more effort to pump and dump than to be in a relationship because it's easier to figure out one person, whereas figuring out other people. So some people also get into it also to test their desirability. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, to a certain degree, we don't want to think that we're desired for only one night. We would like to think that somebody would like to be with us. Guys would like to dangle the thought of a relationship over someone's head also, even if it's their own. What's going on, Zeno? You said, I don't see the point in being married and being responsible for a woman if you're going to be in an open relationship. Right. But see, this is the thing now. If you're getting in a relationship, people are only going to want three things from you. And anything else you can think of is a subcategory of the three. Relationships are based on money, health, and sex. So you can say money, emotional, and sex. These are the only three reasons why people are around you, even friends. Some of your friends are around you because you have money and you provide an emotional thing. Like you're a good friend and we hang out and we do stuff together. Same thing in the relationships. Okay, I love this person. They may not have that much money, but our love life and our sex life is good. And then the thing is that relationships just based on basically when you get with somebody, you want somebody two to three. But in a relationship, it kind of fluctuates between money, sex, emotion, blah blah blah. It kind of you get this trifecta thing going on where okay, it started off that I like this person for this reason, but then it ended up like this, and then it goes back to this, and then it goes back to that. That's how you sustain something for a long time. So maybe you know, because the thing is, if she lets him go out and go do whatever he wants to, also. So if he deems that as freedom, and she kind of deems that as freedom, because truth be told, if you kind of have that type of relationship where your wife could be messing around with other people, you would think that she'll be cheating all the time or out there playing the field as much as you are as a man. But sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if that option is not dangled over their head, they won't take advantage of it as much as they would if it wasn't dangled. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes good sex has a little bit of deception sprinkled into it because I shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or this is wrong and stuff like that. But then again, responsibility wise, in a traditional marriage, what you're saying is definitely true, Zeno. So it really depends on what type of it really depends on what type of I guess deal that you have set up, because you might get with a woman that you dealing with other women isn't a deal breaker. Some women are nymphos and they're weird. They want to see their man with other women just so they can say that's my man, but I know that he's desirable. And men at the same point, we like to think that our woman is desirable also. Like who wants to be with a woman that other dudes don't find attractive also. And that exclusivity, some people think different about exclusivity. We have this jaded view of relationships where we think numbers pair with each other. Like if you look at a scale of 1 to 10, you're like, oh, two tens get with each other, but that's not the truth. You know, tens get with fives, um, sevens get with eights. All kinds of different stuff. To tell you the truth, men really don't want no super attractive woman. We would rather a woman if you look in the mirror and you say, okay, like you kind of be real with yourself. You appraise yourself and say, okay, I'm a 8. That guy most likely wants a 9, or he'll deal with like a 7, but when she gets dolled up, she's an 8 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna use a scale, Patrice O'Neal's scale of 1 to 30 is the best scale to use. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's kind of more accurate in those situations. But you have certain things that happen. Like I said, fours, or not even sixes or fives, hang out with fours to look like 7 and 8s. You understand what I'm saying? So, so that it doesn't stifle your game or your thoughts on certain things. What you want to do is you want to simplify it. You don't want to use all these numbers. Of course, in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this girl is strong 7 or whatever," right? But the thing is, how that messes you up and how that messes your game up is like if you're saying this woman is a 7, to a certain degree, you're putting her on a pedestal because you're going to try to talk to her like she's a 7, thinking that you're doing the right thing. You're going to try to talk to her like she's a 10 or an 8 or whatever. The number alone puts them on a pedestal. So to simplify it, you just got to say to yourself, yo, am I attracted to this person or not? You understand what I'm saying? That's how you have to make it more simple. Like, do I like this person or not? Am I attracted to this person or not? What's my level of attraction if I am attracted to this person? Because dudes don't be real with themselves. There'll be some 4s out here, but they got a body or something like that, or they're cute, or they were just a pleasant person to you, or they got a big personality, and you're attracted to them, but technically they're this. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, we stifle ourselves with these numbers and all of this other jargon and stuff like that, that people leave out, you know. Shout outs to Wolf. I customize it from 0 to 30. 0 to 9 ugly, yes. 10 to 19 are all right. 20 to 29 cute, and 30 is fine. Yeah. So usually on the Patrice O'Neill scale, nobody's really a 10, nobody's really a 30. Then again, to other people, some people are. Um, 0 to 10, I think is like average to ugly. You know, like I think Patrice said 10. He said Uma Thurman, Kill Bill days, was a 10. Like she's like a good looking average woman, like a really good looking average chick. And then like from 10 to 20 um is like a good looking woman. And then like the dimes start at like 20 and up to 30 are like the extremely good looking women. Further up in the mid 20s and up is like the extremely good looking women, but like 20 is like a baddie, or like 15 to 19 are really good looking women and stuff like that. So like I said, I mean, I got to go over it again. I know me and Bernard Riley did a show on it, but I think we were kind of off on it. But I'll share the show that Patrice O'Neill broke it down, and then we can really have a talk about it, because I think there's a lot of stuff that you can get out of that than talking about the scale of 1 to 10. Because the scale of 1 to 10 is just kind of like entry level vague. You know what I'm saying? Tony said, I try not to think what comes natural. Either she is or she isn't attractive. Exactly. You want to simplify it. You know what I'm saying? That way, any woman that's attractive, you're not really putting them on this type of pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what gives average women, I wouldn't say this is what gives average women a complex. Average women actually get a lot more play than dimes, because beauty, to a certain degree, is a form of power. So beauty stops a lot of dudes from approaching. And women will tell you, even average women will tell you, they've seen dudes that looked at them but didn't approach them and stuff like that. So beauty can be a deterrent. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes will be like, okay, this woman looks good and she been chilling in VIP all night, but I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of dudes try to talk to her or pop shit at her, or she got a resting bitch face and shit like that. So then they go after the little average joint on the dance floor with the titties or the ass or the body or whatever, or that's showing out. So a lot of average women are more confused, because one day she steps out, she's getting all this attention. Next day she steps out, she's not getting attention. You understand what I'm saying? So they get a little bit more confused. This is why they spend a little bit more time in the mirror than a lot of naturally beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? Because one day she steps out, she looks like a 7.5. Then the next day she's a strong 6. Then the next day she's like a 5 with no makeup on, heading to the grocery store, stuff like that. So that's why, like, when I used to go on Bernard Riley's channel, people would laugh at me when I say, "Yo, you need to dress up on the weekdays and go out there and get that woman on the week in the week, like in the weekday, like on a Wednesday or on a Thursday or something like that." Because women usually wait till the weekend to get their ego boost and stuff like that. Even average women and stuff like that. So it's not even the fact that dudes aren't even approaching women. It's like you approach an average chick and she give you like a dime attitude, because she's wilding out on the weekends trying to get extra attention. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, you could catch her at her job, but she's kind of looking a certain type of way, and she's kind of, I wouldn't say she's kind of in depth to you, but if you dress up and you look sharp, or you look good, and then you go out there in the weekday, you can get that same woman that's dolled up on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because either way, fellas, you're gonna have to see her without no makeup and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You said that's how average guys are winning to an extent. I heard many women share they like their men with some ugly to them. Yeah, they got it's this thing they call medium ugly. Like, oh, he medium ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because they think that dude's not gonna cheat when them niggas getting all the coochie. You know what I'm saying? You're actually better being ugly. Trust me on this one. You're actually better being ugly than handsome. You know, handsome, some women will pay your ransom. But I'm gonna tell you shit. The only thing a handsome man can really do. What's going on, insane one? The only thing a handsome man can do is let a woman down. For real. If you don't know how to talk and you don't know what you're saying, you will literally see the attraction for her just like come off of her face, and it's kind of like a letdown. And then some women do that handsome man game. Some women do that as a shit test. Okay, let me act disinterested and see how he acts, just to see if I got a real dude, or the right scratch card. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to get shit tested. The thing is that when we date, we project our emotions and all of our insecurities on people. And initially, sometimes when we date, we give people more credit than they deserved, or than they worked for when it comes to dealing with us. And that's a part of projecting your emotions and stuff onto them. But what happens is that as they talk, or as they reveal more about themselves, it shatters that illusion that we build up in our mind, or the extra credit that we give them. So it's better to be ugly and work your way up. You understand what I'm saying? Because at least that's a definite. It's like, all right, well, I'm a little bit less attractive. I got a gash on my face, but if I make her laugh and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Give her a little bit of Hennessy, she ain't gonna see this gash. After a while, this gash, oh, that gash cute, or whatever. So honestly, you want to work on yourself. You want to be big in personality. You want to work on different attributes. And like I said, you want to dress. I don't know why dudes want to be lazy and shit like that and not dress well. I told you, women are attracted to shoes. When women get nervous, watch their eyes. They look down and they look at a man's shoes. A man's shoes says a lot about him. But that was too Pookie-ish. That was too Ray Ray-ish. You don't have to buy expensive shoes. You can just pick one pair of shoes and get a bunch of different colors, and just make sure you just dress decent and match with those shoes. That's all. You don't got to do all that extra stuff. You can get you shell top Adidas and just go get different color stripes, and then match it with your belt or your hat or whatever you have going on. You know what I'm saying? You're not, of course, dressing has to do with attracting women, but you want to dress to also feel good and confident, because your demeanor will attract women. You don't want your clothes to be wearing you. You want to wear your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Hell, man. We did an experiment back in the day, because I lived next to a mall, and some of this shit happened on purpose too. You ever go to the eatery and you spill something on your shirt, but your shoes and everything is clean and nice? Hey, well, you can still attract women. Be like, man, can you believe it? I spilled some mustard on my shirt and blah blah blah. They'll sit up there and help you try to clean that shit off your shirt. You know, you mention it before she does, or before she sees it. Like, look at this nigga with this mustard stain on his shirt. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to talk your way in and out of something. You know, but then again, you don't want to say too much, because, like I said, you can shatter whatever credit that she gives you. Remember, the most lies are told on the first date, because that's your representative. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all have a representative. You don't know that chick. This is why rejection is good, because it can literally stop somebody from wasting your time. You know, a woman can only lead you to the next woman, and it's gonna get better. So you don't have to feel no type of way. Rejection sucks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you right now, rejection to a certain degree goes hand in hand with belief. You know what I'm saying? If she's like, "Ooh, you ugly," and stuff like that, do you believe you ugly? Hell, we all ugly. Don't believe me? Cut on your phone camera and be looking down at it and get the double chin and all that other shit, nigga. We all ugly for real. That's what makes us beautiful. So you can do certain things. I don't even know why dudes miss that part of the pickup. A lot of the pickup artist stuff. Of course, traditional pickup. Actually, traditional pickup is actually making a comeback because people got to recalibrate themselves socially and stuff like that. What's going on, Coffee? People got to recalibrate themselves socially. So, me and my friend, we were rolling around with pens and stuff like that, writing on bitches and all kinds of different stuff, man. What's going on, Darshaw? You know, you said the topic/title made me laugh. Well, we were breaking down this article, Coffee, about how women cheat and how they're trying to repackage cheating, but they're trying to make it some new social dating experiment thing when it's like it's always been around. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, you do gotta understand what your type is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, my type, I do like ain't shit women to a certain degree and stuff like that. How I knew this girl was gonna say that. How I knew this girl was gonna say that. I said she was gonna say that, and she ended up saying that. My bad, y'all. I got a text message. Wow, wow. I gotta do something, y'all. I gotta do something. I gotta get a refund. If I get this refund, y'all, boy, we about to be on another level. So anyway, I got some work to do. But anyway, it just depends on how you look at relationships and stuff like that. Because like I said, if you look at relationships like a traffic light, you got your red light, your yellow light, and your green light. A lot of us initially think that we're red lights, and you're like, okay, so let me start hanging around red light women. And then after a while, we're like, damn. After I done got a taste of that a lot over the years, whole time I was a green light. You know what I'm saying? So dating for men should be active and fun. When you start getting into some of this manosphere rhetoric and stuff like that, a lot of times it's a telltale sign that your dating life isn't active and fun. And a lot of us, the bad thing about it is that we don't get out and touch the ground as much as we should because we've replaced our dating. We replaced our dating life with social media. We don't have a social life anymore. We have a social media. You know what I'm saying? We have social media. You know what I'm saying? Kwapi said, talk too much of that cigar. You say, these niggas get jealous because they think you're trying to be cool while spitting game. Shit, I am cool while spitting this game, man. I'm gonna make this shit look easy, man. Now I need to get a razor to shave my goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. But it was an interesting article, nonetheless. Like I said, people is getting repackaged right now. Now you got to restore your dating life. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I say young brothers shouldn't really be out here tricking. Like we really should be trying to make stuff happen. But then again, that same narrative doesn't get preached to a lot of women. A lot of women are on OnlyFans. A lot of women are taking up sex work. A lot of women are on Ashley Madison and all these other different pages and stuff like that. So how can you really find a decent woman? You know, hell, if you do what I said and go after women that work at certain places and stuff like that, who are they when they get off of work? You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in, and it may seem like a lot of work, but you have to stop trying to be convenient all the time. Dating is not going to be a convenient thing, whether you're learning or not. You know what I'm saying? If a woman played you, instead of getting in your feelings for the most part, you got to kind of storyboard what happened. Okay, this is how I was talking to her. This is what I did. Was I being generous? Um, this is where it went. What part in the dating? What part in the dating situation did I go wrong? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to make some adjustments. That's what pickup taught a lot of brothers that actually successfully done it. Where did I go wrong? Because it was at a point in time where, okay, you approach somebody, you start talking to them, but it's like, okay, I'm approaching women and I'm talking to them, so that's no longer a deal breaker for me. That's no longer something hard for me to do. But I start to realize the topics and stuff that I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The topics and stuff that I want to talk about. I start to see me losing. I start to see women lose interest in those topics. So what do I need to swap out? Do I need to have a better engaging conversation? Okay, now that I'm having a better engaging conversation, now I'm starting to lose women when I'm trying to make, let's say, sexual advances towards them. Am I doing it in a confident manner, or is it coming off as creepy? How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? Also, fellas, ask yourself: are you touching the woman? Are you in her personal space? Can she smell your cologne? You understand what I'm saying? These are things that These are things that you gotta ask yourself. Am I escalating? How am I escalating? Forward to get where I want, because you want to talk about what you want to talk about just as much as she wants to talk about what she wants to talk about. So is this something reciprocal? You know. You said I thought Tinder was a hookup site, but it seems like folks are looking for love on there. Well, folks have always looked for love on a hookup site. Somebody said Tinder and Pokemon Go is the same thing. You swipe, you look at monsters, and you. I'm gonna share it on my timeline. I got some funny ass memes, man. Y'all check my timeline. I got some cool stuff there for y'all. So this notion that going to a foreign country is gonna get you a lot of play, it really doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna have to learn how to interact with people. Still have to learn how to make things less awkward, and you still gonna have to talk, and you still gonna have to have congruent body language. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have congruent body language and stuff like that, because a lot of people are they're up to date. Like, they got the internet also. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people live in their own world, women will still read stuff on you. You're not the first man that she met. And you're not the first American that she meets also. So, now, is it a little bit easier? Oh, of course. Can you buy flowers and show certain gestures without being judged or called a simp? Definitely. The thing about Tinder, though, y'all, and like these online websites, the swipe left, swipe right thing, is kind of really bad for you, because it gives you the illusion of abundance when it's really not. See, it's kind of like a nightclub in your phone. What nightclubs and clubs like this is built for is to sell drinks and things like that. Sell products and stuff like that. Certain nightclubs, it'll put you around women that you normally wouldn't meet, and have them all in this one building so that you can kind of choose from. And they capitalize with drinks, because some guys use drinks to relax, and some guys use drinks as liquid courage. You know what I'm saying? That's where the whole term "take the edge off" is for. You know. Now, the bad thing about the pickup artist thing, if you get deep into the pickup artist game, pickup artistry, to a certain degree, how you take it. If you take it really seriously, you get into this complex where you can get a whole bunch of women, but you can't keep them. So that's why a lot of pickup artists, when they get married and stuff like that and things like that, they kind of congratulate each other. But you get into this thing where you're dealing with a whole bunch of women, and then you kind of get like you can't keep them, and that's another level of frustration right there. I'm not gonna lie. All of those books that I used to read back in the day, it'll be a joy for me to reread them now, after mastering a lot of the stuff in those books and not mastering a lot of stuff in those books, man. When you when you read when you read The Game by Neil Strauss, I remember in the beginning, Mystery, he's like in like the hospital and stuff like that. And it's like this cute nurse or whatever is like bandaging him up and stuff like that because he tried to harm himself and all kinds of stuff. And he's looking at this woman like, if we had met under any other circumstances or any other terms, I would have gotten you. And he was being dead serious. And he probably was correct. He's like, yo, if we didn't meet like this, I could get you. Dudes want that. That was dangerous in and of itself. When I was very young, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be like, like I was a natural. Like I naturally got women. But my thing was I didn't get the type of women that I wanted naturally. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had a bad case of one nights, and that's what forced me to kind of pick up, some of these books and dive into that rabbit hole and get around certain people and stuff like that because it was just interesting. It's like, damn, okay, well, a whole bunch of dudes are going through one nights. What have they done about it? Even naturals. There was a bunch of naturals. There's a bunch of dudes, Asian dudes, Indian dudes, all different types of dudes that was practicing pickup. As a matter of fact, a lot of guys that are in a patriarchy or like that are in a position where, oh, you could be romantic or take women out and do this, that, and the third, they kind of find themselves in that rut. You know what I'm saying? Because start like read Mode One also too. That's a very good book. I don't know why y'all sleeping on Alan Roger Curry. Y'all sleeping on Alan Roger Curry, bro. Some of those girls, you might not want to spend a romantic evening with them. You just want that, and vice versa. Some women are like, okay, look, nigga, I got you here for one reason and one reason only. I don't want you to buy me flowers. Don't get all mushy with me. I want this. We live in a day and age now where it's not a bad thing to be vocal. You know what I'm saying? So to a certain degree, you got to be like what Patrice O'Neal say is that you got to be willing to take the L. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to tell that woman how you want or what you want, and you can phrase it in a certain type of way. Yeah, yeah. Shout outs to Broke Genius. Yeah, Professor Curry is the man, but you got to be willing to take the L. But the thing is, though, and I've interviewed Alan Roger Curry so many times on this channel, and I keep motioning it to him, but he kind of downplays it because I know what it is, and any player knows this. Is that you got to cold read the woman. You can't just be mode one with every single woman that you think. Dude, that's when dudes hear him talk. That's what's being left out. You cold read this woman. You know what I'm saying? And not just cold read this woman. What I've learned is that you got to set her up for certain things. So let's say if I wanted to approach a woman and talk to her about cars and stuff like that. Initially, you can walk over to her, right? And of course, you don't talk. I mean, you don't really talk to women about cars, but let's just say that's what I want to talk about with particular woman. You'll go over there to her and be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Blah blah blah." The music. You could be situational or whatever. Be like, "Yo, do you come here often?" Blah blah blah. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? My friend drove a what you call it out here, man. Bangkok traffic is crazy. I saw a Bentley out there. Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Do you like Bentleys? You want to kind of scoop the conversation little by little. You want to inch it over to what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Ebo Sosa? Yeah, we're gonna do some more cigar and skyscrapers. So that's what you want to do. You want to scoop it over to that type of conversation because she'll even tell you in conversation, yeah, my dad has that type of car. He fixes Corvettes and stuff like that. Oh, for real? Damn, I need to talk to your dad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or blah blah blah. Thank you, Toya. I try to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's a compliment also, for the most part. If a woman says, "Oh my God, you're just like my dad," or "You're just like my brothers," that's a good sign. If she say you're just like my dad, you're just like my brothers, that's a woman's way of telling you that you're relatable. Because initially, what you want to do, if you're going to seduce somebody or you're trying to get somebody, you want to build comfort with them. And sometimes you have to reach for certain conversations to build comfort with somebody. You got to get them The thing is that you got to a certain degree, if you've done this a lot of times, you got to make a situation seem natural, like the conversation is just flowing. But you have to do it in a way to get them to talk their way into that shit. Like half the time, when you get really good at this shit, you really don't have to talk. You literally set the question up, let them talk. Set it up, let them knock it down. You know what I'm saying? Because women talk a lot. And unfortunately, ladies, you wear your you wear your emotions on your shoulder. You wear your conversations on your shoulder for the most part. The conversation got to be presented, and then they teach you how to catch them. They literally teach you how to catch them. Like they literally, if you literally just listen to them with both ears, they will literally present. They'll do the same thing. They'll set it up, and you knock it down. They will literally present a conversation, and then you just got to take some of the stuff that you heard from that conversation and multi-thread and just get them to talk about it, And then at best, if you're not interested in this woman, at least you had a great conversation and you'll be like, well, look, it's good talking to you. I got to get back over there to my friends and stuff like that. Sometimes when you approach a woman, when you approach a woman or you approach a group of women and stuff like that, that's what's called a false disqualifier. Because usually people are like, who is this guy and when is he going to leave? Even if it's a good conversation. As a rule of thumb, they say the best thing to do is when you get to a climax in a conversation, then you leave. You know what I'm saying? You build it up and then you leave. There was this other pickup artist. His name is Mihao, and he's actually pretty cool. He has this thing called micro loops, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And when you hear some of these tools and see what some of these pickup artists present to you, when you hear it, if you've been out doing this, you know exactly when to use it, how to use it, what type of routine you're using it, and where it can be effective in your conversation. You got to fit it into your conversation. But see, if you're not used to stuff like this, you will hear something and you'll be like, okay, how is that supposed to get the woman? You understand what I'm saying? How is that supposed to attract the girl? I don't think that, it's like you don't think because you don't know. You haven't been doing it. You have to do it for a long time and then figure out how to fit that into the conversation and make it work for you. Anything can attract somebody to you. Oh yeah, Tony got a professionally set up website. I gotta holler at Tony very soon. So yeah, man. That's initially what I wanted to talk about. We can go deeper into little pickup artist stuff, but the manosphere is not even in a climate. We're not even in a climate to really accept that type of conversation and stuff like that. And then after a while, I'm gonna tell you right now, the pickup artist shit is just training wheels. Like after a while, you're gonna just naturally do it all over again. So, are women lying when they tell you to be you? No. But can being you, when you don't understand who you really are, can that fuck up a situation? Yes. Sometimes being you, that's the problem. You know? All of us, to a certain degree, got to relearn how to be ourselves. All of us. And that right there can be a doozy, because if a woman rejects you and you sit up there and believe her, oh man. Oh man. You're going to have a hard time, you know? And a lot of women will shit test you that way. A lot of women will reject you just to see what you're going to do, just to see if the conversation changes and stuff like that. And you can't take it personally. Don't ever, ever, ever take rejection personally. Especially if you know yourself. If anything, you can lose attract. You can become disinterested. That's even better. Just be like, okay. Because to a certain degree, I become disinterested when I get rejected. I'm like, okay, she don't know what's good for her. So, anywho, you know. Now, is that a bit narcissistic? Yeah, but the dating game is narcissistic to a certain degree. So all of the stuff that was talked about and called taboo, if you pay attention to it right now, we're getting to that age where now it's being reintroduced and stuff like that. That's what I was doing at 23. Dating women, going broke sometimes, going to the ice cream parlor, going to the roller skate rink, going, doing a whole bunch of. Okay, my laptop gonna cut off soon, but I want to show y'all the rest of the. I want to show y'all the rest of these skyscrapers. It look like it stopped. No, it's still raining, but you know what I'm saying. That's what we were doing at 23. You know what I'm saying. You don't want to get into a continuity of thinking that you have to keep paying to be around people and stuff like that, because you kind of downplay yourself and you downplay your personality and stuff like that. Even women despise men that pay their way, and you don't want to feel like that as no young man. You don't want to feel like that as no young man. So hopefully the younger brothers get it together, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, because can't argue with them. A lot of those girls are on the OnlyFans. Can't argue with them. A lot of those girls are selling box and stuff like that. And if you ain't talking money, you might not even be able to get around them. You did. So you never know. You know. You gotta figure out how to make the dating game work for you, just like anybody else. And you gotta figure out how to have fun. Because if you gotta, when I met you, I paid, and then I paid, and then I paid some more. Then I gotta pay to keep you around me, and then I gotta turn around and take you out on a regular date and try to take you seriously after I done paid to be around you and stuff like that, and we hung out and all this other stuff. Hell no. You can't even transition into a real relationship that way. You know. So a lot of dudes, what they do is they date through their social circle, man. You know. Yeah, yeah, Tony. Even if you got the money, even if you got the money, don't pay. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I only do that to women that I'm intimate with and stuff like that. But, I mean, if you want to come back and have a nice conversation, that's what I'm going to be here for. Take my number. You want some bullshit, basically. In any, don't say you want some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you want to. But, but so many words, you can decline just as much as she can decline you. But anyway, this cigar is done. So am I. We'll be right back later on tonight. We got some other stuff we need to talk about that's going on in the space. Yo, I went over to Rude's channel. Shout outs to Rude. Shout outs to Rude M. They had a paperwork party. Now the beef sector is throwing a paperwork party where it's just a whole bunch of people like, oh, I'm going to bring up your dirt. Oh, I'm going to bring up your dirt. Oh, I'm going to bring up your dirt. Like people looking up people's arrest records. Like they some form of authority and shit like that. Like, okay, nigga, I got arrested. Like, goddamn. You got to like you ain't get arrested neither. You know what I'm saying? This shit is stupid. Black people, man, we got to do better, man. We got to do better, man. We got to do better, man. That shit was funny as hell. I'm watching Women's Fair. I'm watching all these people over there talking about, I'm a dox. I'm a dox. I'm a dox. Like, how about we all ain't shit and take it from there and then start doing some real content. You know what I'm saying? So that shit over there is funny, man. They're just over there just roasting each other and doxing each other and shit like that. And it's like, these are adults and stuff like that. So how dare I get on the internet and say, yo, we got to take it slow. We got to relearn how to, how to be adults in this space. Of course, I'm going to get met with a whole bunch of bullshit, but it is what it is and it is what it ain't, man. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Player Talk Radio. See y'all soon, man. We'll be right back. We out.
You just don't get it. Your love for white women and poorly seasoned fried chicken is making you weak. Go get some Kangen water. I promise. I might even break a sweat next time. Oh yeah. Corn is making you infertile.